answer? Here, I'll drop you off with Mickey.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'll catch you later. If you want to do that RR thing, you know what I'm saying? Click, click, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Let me know.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Okay, I'll catch you later.
Hello?
Timothy.
Hey, Mickey. What's up?
We're supposed to catch up. Let's go.
Yeah, this is actually a great time. You have a car?
God, no. I'm a passenger princess.
Oh, I don't have a car either.
Follow me. We're going to the temple.
What? What's the temple?
The Temple of Tea, Timothy. You gotta learn to run faster.
Yep, I needed to go to the doctor today.
Amota. Temple of Ta. Amota. Oh, we need the vibey music as much as I love Shelter by Porter Robinson. Sorry, boxing my demons.
No, that's fine. I get that. So what's up? How you been?
Good and bad. What did you hear?
Well,
You've
I
most
a
certainly
little bit
heard the tea about the
from-
company at this point. Let's hear what you learned about our escapades.
Well, I learned about a few things from Benji, a few things from Mr. Romanov. Got to see him last night. And I learned you guys got taken of about $1 million worth of stuff from JP.
Okay. Close to like 700,000, but yeah.
That's still a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
A lot of money. It's probably worth more now because it's like, you know, overtime or some shit in the Bitcoin, whatever. I heard about that, and that's pretty much it. You guys have no CEO.
What if I told you that it was a blessing in disguise?
That was a good thing? Him robbing all your show is a good thing?
Yes.
How do you guys benefit from that? Like, what are you guys gonna do now? Since he took all your shit. Like, aren't you pissed? Aren't you gonna do anything about it?
If I was, I would keep that very close to my chest. And I do intend to do something about it. I'm just biding my time. That's number one. Number two.
Yeah.
The efficiency of which our operation runs is like none other. We are already back to where we were when Jean-Paul robbed us.
No fucking way. Really?
Yep.
It's you and your interns, right?
Assets. Now, Timothy, we hired them on.
Oh, you hired them. How many?
8 of them, I believe.
Oh, okay.
In fact, we actually made it back one day ahead of schedule. We were scheduled for Sunday to be back at our operating capacity, but yes, we achieved it today.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Despite all the bullshit I hear, I mean, I feel like, you know, you, Benji, and Romanov are people I still care about. So it's like I don't want to hear about you guys failing.
Whoa. Hold it back. What do you
What?
mean despite all the bullshit you hear? What do you hear about us?
Like when JP left and what everything you guys have been up to.
What do you? I mean, what when JP left?
dude,
I mean,
don't-
certainly
yeah.
people were feeling for us. I mean, we were absolute victims of horrific crime. People were
Dude,
probably.
everyone's been taught. How do you not know? Like, how do you think I not know about this? You guys, like, okay, maybe not specifically you, right? But come on, robbing people's house keys.
What?
You know?
Oh,
about
you
that?
mean like? Oh, you mean like our operation when we robbed people's house keys? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. That kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, Timothy, you want me to be perfectly honest with you. The real reason why it's great that Jean Paul is no longer with us is that we no longer have an absolutely psychotic, spur of the day, constantly changing his mind, constantly gaslighting, ego challenging everyone, you know, psychopath at the head of our operation, causing us to burn any fucking bridges with anyone that we'd ever want to establish a long-term partnership with.
Just why did he even leave? What'd you guys do to get him pissed off enough? Or is it just him entirely?
I don't think we had the same appetite for destruction and chaos that he did. There's the immediate thing that might have caused this, but there's also the longer term thing. I could have told you, Timothy, that he was going to leave us. See, I expected this. It was just 3 weeks too early, according to my schedule. I also didn't think he'd take 70% of this stuff. I thought he'd only take about 40%. Secondly,
That's interesting. It feels like people knew it was gonna happen, because this is not the first I heard of it.
oh yeah, I just think the extent of what he did and taking it in the dead of night, not talking to any of us and just absconding with it. Because it wasn't like we were on rocky relationships. If anything, the only thing that was kind of significant leading up to this was, well, they removed him from CEO position for a day so that I could be CEO to end the war with the sanitation union.
You guys were at war with Sandy? Wait, you mean like Lang's crew?
Listen, when I say the sanitation union, I don't know what the fuck Lang's crew is called.
Like, doesn't he own the sanitation union?
I think so. I just call it the sanitation union. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Whatever. The Lang gang. Yeah, we were at conflict with them. I arrived back from Japan. We ended the conflict the day I arrived back because war is bad for business, Timothy. And I detest violence.
I didn't even know you guys were at war with them.
Oh, yeah, we were.
And he started that, JP?
It was a long time brewing, that conflict.
Oh, okay. God, I really did miss a lot of shit. I didn't even know about that war. Seems like there was a couple other wars going on, but I don't know the details of those either.
Oh, I know there was one between a certain motor company and chain gang. Don't know if that one was ever resolved. Anyways, yeah, Jean-Paul's left our company. We're actually, frankly, doing much better. It turns out that a lot of people are now willing to, well, work with us, both on a business front and, you know, a business front. And we're not sort of scattered to the whims of Jean-Paul's ego every day.
It's funny, because, like, it feels like, well, didn't outright say it, but it feels like Benji, like I said, kind of expected this to happen too, and it seems like you guys were just feeling things out with him, right? Like it was never meant to be a long-term thing.
Oh, no, I think some of us fully believed that he was on board for the long run.
Really?
Oh, not me, but yeah, no, I think some of us were.
Like what, Raymond?
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, he did seem pretty upset for some reason. I guess that this is why.
I took the whole situation in stride and very cavalierly, but imagine you're Raymond Romanoff and you have been constantly working in the city for over a month, putting in 18-hour shifts in the city to build a Bitcoin mining empire only to have it pulled from you by the person who contributed the least. I mean,
I rightfully so. I'd be pissed off if I were him. I feel like that's why I get along a little bit more with Raymond. I think you have a little bit of a short temper. Maybe I just hide it better than he does. I don't know. Do I hide it better?
oh, that doesn't make me nervous at all.
Sorry, Mickey.
But yeah, that's sort of the oh, that's, the tea with us. But I mean, listen, we're back to operating, and Jean-Paul is now a pariah in the city. He will wear a scarlet letter of betrayal, disloyalty. I mean, he'll never be able to work with anyone again.
Because everyone knows about this. Or, well,
yeah,
it seems like everyone knows about this. You sure about that? It feels like I heard he's a very influential guy.
Oh, he's an absolute psychopath. I mean, think about it. The vast majority of the conflicts and the bad reputation that the company gathered were the result of Jean-Paul. So even if someone were to relish and celebrate the idea of our organization getting fucked over, they would mostly celebrate us getting fucked over because it would, by proxy, fuck over Jean-Paul. But seeing as it was literally Jean-Paul who then left and fucked us over.
Like him?
I mean, yeah, he robs people indiscriminately.
I don't know he was like that. I didn't know like how much power this guy held. And his I mean, he was around years ago, right, too, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, a part of me still has a deep respect for Jean-Paul. He is an enigma. There's no criminal quite like him in the city, but I mean, something like this is, I mean, who could ever trust to work with someone who'd betray a crew like that?
Hard.
And by the way, betray a crew not of random people, but I mean, perhaps the most famous job my two most famous jobs I ever pulled off 5-6 years ago were done with Jean-Paul.
Really?
Well, let's just say we got very lucky. We had a very lucky night at the Diamond Casino.
You guys robbed a casino?
Rob a casino. What are you talking? No. Let's just say we spun some roulette and we kept hitting, and well, our hands just kept being 21 in blackjack. A very, very lucky night indeed. Couple $1 million of
why
luck.
would he compromise his relationship with you and everyone that was in the company over some GPU racks?
Good question.
Because that feels like it pales in significance to what may come later, right? Because I hear people talking about the potential of more to come out in the next couple weeks or in the future. Who knows? I guess I'm as confused as you are.
I think he doesn't have good impulse control. Sometimes he hears things, Timothy.
Oh. Well,
voices in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Something sinister. It takes over. I've saw it many, many years ago. He was mumbling to himself in a car, talking about using an RPG to blow up cops. I'd thought maybe he had learned to control these dark urges that exist and reside within him, but I believe those urges won out that day, and he fucked us all over. But in a way, by doing that, he actually helped us all.
Hey, man. Glad to hear you're out of that. I mean, I didn't really know the guy as well as I knew, like, Benji or Romanov or you, so, I mean, if it's better for you guys that he's out of there, then so be it, right? But, hey, that's enough about the company. I think, if that's all there is.
I want to hear about you, Timothy.
Yeah, I actually want to talk about. I was kind of thinking about what you said the other day and my little beef with Frost.
Ooh.
Thing is, something happened last night. I was with Raymond. He got pulled over. There's this officer named Rhodes. I think you know him, right? Yeah, I think a lot of people know
I do.
him. I have never seen somebody else so snarky and so, how do I put it? He really knew how to push buttons, I guess, if that's the right word for it. And my God, I feel like Raymond didn't even do anything that bad other than like run a red light, and he got a $600 fine and 2 points. Now I feel like my situation with Frost was nothing compared to that. I don't know. Maybe I think I let my blood cool down a bit after I saw that happen. Cause my God, I can be petty, Mickey. I can be really, really fucking petty.
Good. Then channel that and learn how to do that. Here's a skill, and this is some unsolicited advice for you. Here's a skill that I strongly encourage you to build in the city. Toughen up your skin and learn to clap back verbally. Learn how to deal with people's pettiness. Learn how to deal with people pressing you, talking shit. Find out ways to deflect and counterattack them with words, because frankly, that's actually the least practiced skill in the city of all things. You'd be surprised, because most of the time, especially now that being good with words, yeah, you'd be surprised now that well, there's certain heaters being sold throughout the city. Most people don't deal with words. Someone slights them, is a little bit rude to them, and they immediately pull out their gun and then shoot them, which to me
like
is a sign of weakness.
But yeah, aside from that being a little bit more cooled down, I don't know. I've been around. I've been feeling things out, trying to see where I land, and I'm trying to be a little bit less afraid of making a commitment, because I think if there's anything I learned in the time I've been here is that I don't really need to be afraid of taking my shot and seeing how things go, right? If people fuck me over, people fuck me over. I don't really know anyone that well, and I guess I just gotta give it a chance and see how things go, instead of like sitting around and worrying about potentially being fucked over, right? Because it feels like everything's moving a lot faster now that I'm back.
What are your aspirations, Timothy?
I don't know. I mean, I'm comfortable right now, but I feel like it's not gonna be survivable. Like, there's only so much one person can do, right? And that's what I've been used to my entire life. And I don't know if it's something that I can keep pursuing in an environment like this. So maybe it's a bit of an ego thing or a pride thing that I'm trying to get over right now. But I'm trying to learn how to work better with people. And I think right now what I'm struggling with is finding the right people, but I don't know if that's me
Oh
worrying
my
too
god,
much
OTT perma, no.
about who to trust rather than just taking that shot and saying fuck it. Because I don't know if you know this about me, but I tend to worry a lot. I tend to overthink about shit like this a little too often, and it can get in the way. And that's something that I know is a big weakness of mine, and I'm trying to see how I can overcome that. And it's just a matter of finding the right people that's willing to deal with that, right? And I don't know if know that I found the right people. I know a lot of people right now, but it's more of a maybe it's more of a thing where I just have to say fuck it and commit to something. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, right? Like, you know, Jaeger and Glorion, like they've been really kind to me, and they've been really patient, and I like them a lot. But I don't want to. I think what I'm afraid of is making the smallest mistake that would ruin something with them. I think I'm too afraid to fuck them over. But even though they tell me it'd be okay, right? If I make a small mistake here and there, it just feels like if I keep making small mistakes over and over again, it's gonna keep building up and up and up, and then I'm just gonna see the same mistakes I've made in the past like come back again, and I don't know if I can deal with that.
The guild is an incredible crew. I would highly vouch for them, and I potentially see a good fit there. In fact, I recently received an offer to work with them as well. Now, I have my own work that I'm going to be doing, so what I'm likely going to be negotiating is well, like I said, if any of their raiding parties need a skilled bard, I'll join them on a quest as a bard. Celebrity guest.
So you'd be kind of like wait, just go back to what you were telling me before, how you wanted to, you weren't, well, back in the day, were you always tied down to one group, or were you here and there and helped out anybody that needed you?
I was once tied down to a gang, actually. And it was a result of that, the restrictions that put on me, that was why I left. So it's not so much about whether or not you join an operation, a crew, Timothy. It's about knowing which one to join and what flexibility it will give you.
Yeah. And then there's another thing that there's another friend I don't think I can say, but she told me that she's been with some good people and she'd be willing to bring me along with them too. And I also knew them, but it was more of like the thing is, I know who she's talking about. She's not giving me the whole story, right? But I'm pretty sure I know who those people are. And I know the majority of everyone there, but it's more like, I think right now I have a split path here, sorta, because the group that she wants to pull me towards, I feel like requires 100% loyalty, and I wouldn't be able to work with other people, so to say.
Ooh, who is it? Give me the tea.
I can't say, Mickey. I really can't say. Sorry. You know how it is. I think with them, it's once I'm in, I'm in. Once I'm out, I'm out, right? But then with you know, Jaeger's crew, I feel like they're a little bit more flexible, and I like being flexible. But I don't know, is flexible right for me? to grow. Yeah, I don't know. That's what's been bothering me for the past week since I've come back.
Hey there, see you at the next meeting.
You have another option that you don't even know.
Really? Do I?
It's one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you. I'd like to invest in you. I'd like to invest in you as a contractor with the company.
Hey, stop by the hotel later.
You want to invest in me? What do you see in me?
Potential. As a hacker. We really need a hacker. No, not necessarily to join our operation full time. I think people get too hung up on whether they're joining something fully or not, which is why we've actually structured the nature of our jobs to include guests, you could say. I call them contractors.
I actually like that a lot more.
It's very simple.
Right.
We go, plan, stake out a job. We have several of our board members who obviously want to sort of always be in on the job. We bring in some of the new blood from within our company on the job, and then we bring external partners who we see potential in that we want to invest in. No commitment. Don't even have to sign an NDA.
No commitment, no NDA.
That's right. Well, there might be like a small NDA.
Amazing. Let's hang out soon.
But not a non-compete clause, if you get my drift.
I mean, that sounds like a good deal. Right?
Well, what's
is, like,
great about our deal is nothing else you do conflicts with it in our eyes. You can go and join Jaeger and the guild, be a full-on guildie, and do whatever you want, and then every now and then get a call from us, run a job with us, and perhaps even some of the knowledge or skills that we impart onto you, you can bring back the guild, help them with their work. Partly because we, greatly trust them and we think that they're incredible people. Now, obviously, the issue would be if, you work for whatever this secret group is. Well, they probably wouldn't want you working with us. So, but again, we wouldn't care.
But you're basically saying there'd be no strings attached with these kinds of contracts or contracting.
Nope. You'll notice something in the city that a lot of various crews suffer from. All of a sudden, new contract gets posted, hit something new, and who's on the squad? We actually suffer from a very, I guess, different issue, because most of these other crews, it's, well, who's on the squad, and someone has to sit out, or two people have to sit out, or 12, who knows. With us, it's how the fuck do we get a full squad for this?
Is it really that hard? I feel like there's plenty of people in the city, right?
Yeah, but people who we can trust, people who are skilled. Secondly, the jobs in the city right now are pretty, kind of small time stuff. Me and my crew hit a laundromat. We robbed fucking coins from a laundromat, okay? I can bring any schmuck in the city to do that. But when it gets to the bigger jobs, we're going to need people that we can trust, we can bring in for those.
I think I might have already known what my decision is before. Maybe just talking this out helped me realize I've already made that decision.
Damn.
It doesn't feel easy. I mean, I hope I'm not taking it too seriously than it needs to be. Mickey,
If it makes you feel better, I spent 8 months in the city in a gang and didn't find my crew until I had been around for probably a year.
I think I know what decision I'm going to make. I think all it took was just the conversation with the right person.
Good.
I don't think it's time for me to keep being a little bitch about this anymore. You'll hear about it soon, probably.
Of course. We'll call when we have work for you.
Take care, Mickey.
You too, Timothy. Yeah. I actually have no idea what the fuck he's picking. I hope he's picking the guild. Listen, I'll be honest, he should pick the guild. Listen, I in character, Mickey doesn't know all the people in Lang's squad, but like, I feel like if Timothy joins Lang's squad, it's like, okay, man. Like, hey, at that, if you guys have ever seen hockey, at that point you're on the like 4th line, you know? It's like, yeah, you know, like, you're not really like. I'm sorry, their thing is massive. They've got like 1 million fucking people. Their crew's like, it's like CB, CG, CB, CC, CD, EFG, HIJK, you know, like. He can make a name for himself in the guild. Yeah, he's not streaming, so you don't get to hear his OC's thoughts. True.
Careful, jaywalk at your own risk.
Excuse you. Run me over at your own risk.
I didn't run you over.
You almost did. You almost hit me.
Oh, I didn't. Almost. Hold on. I've heard this argument before. Almost doesn't mean it was.
What's your badge number?
155.
Okay. Thank you.
In fact, here's everything you need. I was actually about to pull over and have a conversation with you. Not that you're detained or anything.
And what did you want from me?
I just wonder what you're up to. It's slow day. Saw you walking in the street, not running, and figured to have a conversation. Again, you're not detained or anything. You can leave at any time. I'm just
slow day. I'll tell you how to spice it.
Policing.
I'll tell you how to spice it up in your police department. You all need to be buying Valentines, crushes. Frankly, it's despicable that no one from law enforcement is on the top of Riz rivals. That just shows that the police are not the most desirable in the city, whereas you all could make a statement to the city if you were to get some of the cops up onto the top of Riz rivals by sending enough Valentines to them.
Is this some sort of social media marketing thing where we have to buy these things that don't mean anything, but you have a value in it that you've made up on your own, and people need it because you convince people that it does have a value, even though it's just nothing?
Absolutely.
Why did I guess that?
But it does have a value. The value of egos.
Well, I don't have any of that either.
Yes, but the people on the list do, and nothing would shatter their egos like seeing members of law enforcement be ranked as more desirable than them. It'd be the ultimate backstab towards the, well, some of the more notorious criminals of the city who, for some reason, people seem to love.
All right, how much is one of these little Valentine coins?
$250 for the Valentine, and it's a real thing, by the way. We write up a Valentine's Day note for them. But if you really want to get someone to go up on the leaderboards, you've got to buy gifted crush bombs. Not a real bomb, sir. It's like a phrase.
And where does all this money go? Like, if I get these gifted crush bombs, is it like 50-50 with you and then, you know, the person I'm gifting, or is it 100% goes to them?
God, no, but it helps fund an incredible Valentine's Day prom event when we finally unveil the Riz Rivals rankings on Wednesday. I'll tell you what. Look at the rankings right now. A single gifted crush bomb of 20 gifted crushes would put a member of the PD up into the top 10. So if there's someone in the PD who you maybe have a little thing for, or someone who you just deeply respect, who you want the city to see as a desirable and eligible bachelor or bachelorette, all you have to do, send the note, and we'll get them on there. And additionally, think about it. If it was a superior officer, it's a good way to, you know, encourage they give you the look when, you know, big case comes around, or, you know, you're up for promotion.
And how do you put them on blast? Is it like an advertisement that goes out that says, you know, Officer Fenwell gifted, you know, 5 crush bombs to so and so, or is, like, what's
absolutely
what's
no? When they get the literal physical Valentine's Day note, it will show the crush multiplier attached to it.
I'll have to think about it before I start putting people on blast, especially with such strong words such as crush bomb and Valentine.
Well, listen, it depends, you know. Cornwood was already up in the top 10, but just fell out today, unfortunately, so.
But the people at the top are pretty much desired.
Correct.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Mickey Sinclair. Doctor,
Okay.
lawyer, and chief marketing officer for the formerly named company.
Okay. I'm gonna have to think about it. I gotta go to this this thing that's happening. I guess stuff is happening now. But it was good talking to you. Sorry,
I Bluetoothed you my number. Give me a call.
Sorry, I almost ran you over. Hope you're having a better day. I said sorry, I almost ran you over. Hope you're having a better day.
I accept your apology.
Okay.
Why can't I call Ray?